we're given this logarithmic equality and we're asked to solve for x. So the first thing we notice is that this is log base 5 and this is log base 5. So we can combine these two using the addition property for logs. So this says, we can say the following. This is the same as writing log base 5 of x plus 1 times x plus 1, like so. This argument is here and this argument is here. This is from the addition property for logs, and this is equal to 2. Okay, so we can FOIL now or we can FOIL later. Let's just go ahead and FOIL now. So then this is log base 5. And then FOILing, this is this times this plus this times this, and then plus this times this plus this times this. So x times x is x squared plus x times this, right? See, we did x times x and then we're doing x times 1, so this is plus x plus the bottom stuff. 1 times x is x plus 1 times 1 is 1 equals 2. Okay? Now we can combine terms x and x. We can combine that to make 2x. So this is log base 5 of x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 2. Now we raise 5 raised to this whole thing and then 5 raised to this thing, because if we do it to one side, we've got to do it to the other. Up until now, we've just been clarifying things. So then this is 5 raised to the log base 5 of x squared plus 2x plus 1. And this is 5 raised to the 2 power, like that. Okay, so then this, if we raise 5 raised to the log base 5, this whole argument comes out. So this drops down. We have x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 25. And we're keeping our equal signs on top of one another as best we can, just so we can see what is moving from one side of the equality to the other. And if we make a mistake, our professor can see the same thing, and the professor can give you as much partial credit as possible. So we're going to need to use a quadratic formula to solve for this. So let's bring this 25 over to put this thing equal to 0, so that this thing is in the correct form, that we can use a quadratic formula. So minus 25, this will cancel, and we will obtain x squared plus 2x. 1 minus 25 is minus 24, and that equals 0. So now we can use a quadratic formula. I'm going to step out to the side here, and we write down the quadratic formula. X is equal to negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, so we have negative b. b is 2. So 2 plus or minus square root b squared, so b is 2 squared, minus 4 times a. a is 1, isn't it? Because it's understood to be a 1 in front of that x squared. So this is 1. Let me do something, just because this is bothering me. You always want to keep it neat on your paper. Keep it neat on your paper. Keep it neat in your head. The solutions will present themselves more readily. It's one of the 3 keys to success. Okay, 4a times c. c is, we see that c is negative 24. So see that us putting these things in parentheses helps us to keep all of our signs correct, because this negative is going to cancel with this negative. Over 2 times a. a is 1. Okay, so we have negative 2 plus or minus. This is 4 minus a minus, so this is 4 plus this term. 4 times 24 is 96. So 4 plus 96 is 100, so this is the square root of 100. divided by 2. So this is negative 2 plus or minus square root of 100 is 10 divided by 2. So x is equal to negative 2 plus 10 over 2, or x is equal to negative 2 minus 10 over 2. So this x is equal to negative 2 plus 10 over 2. Negative 2 plus 10 is positive 8. Positive 8 divided by 2 is 4. Negative 2 minus 10 is minus 12. Divided by 2 is minus 6. So here are the solutions. Now, we have one more thing to check. Take a look at the initial equality and see that both of these are able to plug in and satisfy this equality. So can we plug in 4? Well, if we plug in 4, we have 4 plus 1, and then the log base 5 of a positive number is certainly some number, right? But there's a problem here with this minus 6, because if we put minus 6 here, we have minus 6 plus 1, which is minus 5. You cannot take the log of a negative number. So therefore, this solution, no good. And this is the only thing that will satisfy this equality. X equals 4. Okay? I'm going to step out to the side and give you a clear screenshot. Try it for yourself.